We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. Hall again. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid combination defense.
And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kenneth Grant coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The Dolphins sit 6-5 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and a yard. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Get set. Winning team.
Here's Tua. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. But graduated the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Jets' 9-yard line.
Turbo 1, high. Turbo 1, high. Ready, shot. Turbo 2, ready, team. Shot.
Up the middle, Achane. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That pass play good for 7. But it still brings up a 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
All right, go ahead, go, go, go. Ready.
They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jets, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 7. A play fake, now Fields to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He finds Wilson. And he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Out, let's go.
Now it's Fields. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Josh Palmer, 29 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On the ground, it's Ali Gordon. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, back to Achane. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey, get set.
Tua going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Ready, G, with it.
On play action, here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So no gain on the play. And it's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Play action, now it's Tua. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Out of the gun, Fields. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Here's Fields. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Andrews' first catch, good for a first down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys are excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Go ahead.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready.
H-in. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal.
Let's go. TX.
From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
It's safe. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Go, go, go. Ready. Hey.
Tua now, third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal.
Sanders' kick is good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Second and 10. Here's Fields. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Here we go. Go.
To the air again, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Watch it off.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got him in. Complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in a final minute of the half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. It's Fields. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now Fields going to run. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go. Hey, can. All right.
To throw is Fields. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will do it for this first half.
19, Jets 10. Pinheiro set to kick off.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Go ahead. Out.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
All right.
Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop the throwing. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Ready, shot.
Now Gordon on first down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Top on three, kick. All right, go ahead, go.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Dolphins 33, Jets 10. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get two more possessions.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Second and 11.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so two remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Off play action, Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, a other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That's returnable now for Smith. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash, dropped at the 1.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and goal at the 1.
They'll run with Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Fields. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Jets will line up.
Fields trying to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Dolphins 33, Jets 16. Eddie Pinheiro set to
Now
kick
after
off.
the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Smith to return it. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored a touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Back now in Miami. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. 222, 222.
Someone moved.